Okay, if you're a parent, you know this feeling. The day's over, you're wiped out, and now you face the final boss, bedtime. But what if you could flip that nightly struggle into a really special moment of connection and learning? Well, that's what we're digging into today, how these short, 5-minute moral stories are doing just that.
Does this look familiar? The end of the day hits, and what should be this peaceful, quiet time turns into a marathon negotiation just to get the kids to sleep? If that's you, trust me, you are not alone.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Our lives are just so fast-paced. We're all searching for those little pockets of time where we can have a real, meaningful moment with our kids, without adding yet another complicated thing to our to-do list. And that's where this brilliant, simple idea comes into play, the 5-minute animated bedtime story. It is such an elegant solution, and honestly, for so many families, it's turning into an absolute game changer.
So, what's the secret sauce here? Why are these little stories so incredibly effective? Well, it really all boils down to three core benefits.
It's really the perfect trio. First, you get this powerful lesson about something important, all packed into just 5 minutes, so it's super time efficient. Then, that lesson comes to life through animation, which totally grabs a kid's attention and helps things like kindness or courage actually stick. And a result for you? A calm, predictable routine that kids actually get excited about. No more stress.
All right, so knowing why it works is one thing, but the real magic, the really cool part, happens when you make it personal. So let's talk about a few parent-tested tips to really get the most out of these stories.
And these ideas are so simple, but wow, are they effective. Instead of just letting the story play, hit pause and ask, hey, what would you do in this situation? It really gets them thinking. Or try a themed night. If your kid had a tough day sharing, find a story about that. You can even mute the sound and tell the story yourself with funny voices to make it a totally unique experience. And when you do these things, the change can be huge. Just listen to this from one parent. Their child now eagerly anticipates story time and is picking up on these big lessons effortlessly. I mean, come on, that's the goal, right? Bedtime becomes a win-win.
But hang on, this isn't just a passing trend. It's actually evolving in some really exciting ways. The whole idea of story time is getting even more personal and more powerful. So let's look at what's coming up next.
We're seeing parents ask for a few key things. First, stories with diverse characters so that all kids can see themselves reflected on screen. Then there's this cool new area of STEM-based morals, stories that mix science and tech with lessons about ethics. And maybe the coolest of all, customizable avatars, letting your kid literally become the hero of their own story.
And speaking of making it personal, you've got to hear this. AI is now at a point where it can create totally unique stories for you. Some tools let you just pop in your child's name and boom, a personalized tale is generated just for them. It makes the whole thing feel so incredibly special. So when you put it all together, it's pretty clear that these 5-minute stories have hit on the perfect formula for our digital world. They're fast, they're meaningful, and they're a genuinely screen-smart way to turn screen time into connection time.
So, are you ready to try it? Here is a super simple action you can take tonight. Go look up a story called The Honest Hedgehog. It's a sweet 5-minute tale all about telling the truth. It's the perfect way to dip your toes in and just see how it feels.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. With all these new ideas, how are you going to reshape your bedtime routine? What's one small change you could make tonight that might make all the difference?